Give me a toy. Streamers be like, give me a toy. I think balloon will go crazy. Only triple? Listen, buddy. I'm going to run... What is this? This gives 2-1. I'd rather add a 2-2. Very smart, very smart. Very good thinking. Be a nefarious alien. What brand? I think I got 2 Pfizers and a Moderna. It's kind of like a Moderna sandwich with Pfizer bread. If you will. I guess we will. I got Moderna, Pfizer. Quit bragging. I don't know this sequence. You know, I just did the auto combo. Whatever they told me to get. I mean, just the kind of guy I am, I suppose. I'm not like other people. I'm normal. When I walked into my vaccine appointment, every time they would say something like, do you have a preference for what vaccine you would want? And I said, are you fucking kidding me? I don't know. What do I know about the chemical formula for the Moderna, the Pfizer, the Johnson & Johnson, the Sputnik? Just give me whatever you give, man. Whatever one you think is the best. My aunt's got 2 Sputniks? All right, that's crazy. I'm glad that I'm not you. Did you have to go to, well, maybe you live in the place where they give them out. That makes more sense. I thought you had to, I just imagine you living in like Los Angeles and having to go to like a doctor in the back rooms or something like that. You're right, I should have gotten a half and half. Can I get like an Arnold Palmer? Can I get half Pfizer and then follow it up with a Moderna chaser? Why don't you give me something to break? And then you're basically useless. You're pretty sick with it. You're a level, which is nice. We'll take our level next time. I think we'll just do it like this. And I'll get ready to add you here. What would you have put on the Voyager Golden Record? Man, that's a great question. What would I have put on the Voyager Golden Record? Wait, can I get a year check first? What year did they send it up? It was like the 70s, right? It was 1970 something. Do it for 2023? 2023. What would I put on the Voyager Golden Record? First thing I would put, my Bitcoin wallet address, just in case the aliens are hodling. Directly under that, recipe for McDonald's sausage and egg McMuffin. Because I think that if the aliens have not discovered the pinnacle of breakfast yet, this will at least get us to the point where they're like, holy cow, thanks for the sandwich recipe, right? They'll be less likely to annihilate us with like a photon cannon or something like that. I would say probably under that, we'll put Steely Dan's landmark album, Asia. And then season 2 of Dexter on DVD. That's the one where Dokes starts to discover his secret identity. I believe it's also the one with Lila. It was when Dexter was at its peak, in my opinion. I got to go with season 4. Season 4, John Lithgow? Season 4, John Lithgow? Come on. I mean, it could get worse, but... Oh, I'm supposed to level. Why'd you distract me by asking me relevant questions about the... the Voyager mission. I don't know. Why don't you just take some meat for now? We got to put a McDonald's Sprite in there. You see the tweet this weekend that was like, McDonald's is not serious? And then it was a sign on the McDonald's that said like, no milkshakes, no fraps, no McFlurries, no Sprite, no cola, no fries. And you're like, why don't you just tell me what you do have, McDonald's? You should go. You are not good. You could be good. You're going to become a radio. You're going to level me. Choose from a tier 4 toy. We don't have feint abilities. Sorry for the radio. We're going tier 4 toy. Our tier 4 toy is, I mean, brother. Am I crazy? 6 damage to the lowest health enemy is gonna bleed them. They're cooked. Oh, we do have a strawberry. Okay, don't panic. Why are we giving aliens McDonald's? Well, I'd like to think that if they haven't already discovered it themselves, they would be thankful for that valuable knowledge. Or do you disagree? I don't trust people who say McDonald's tastes bad. Caveat. If they say McDonald's tastes bad and they eat no fast food, then I take them at face value even if I don't necessarily agree. But when someone says McDonald's tastes bad and then I'm like, well, what did you eat for lunch today? And they're like, oh, I went to Burger King. I'm like, you've lost all credibility with me personally. Oh, you're scaling. You are scaling like a son of a gun. It tastes bad and it smells worse. Well, actually, McDonald's smells amazing. Because it smells like chicken McNuggets, which are scientifically derived one of the greatest tasting foods of all time. My insane belief, my toxic trait, I believe that if McDonald's was not a chain restaurant and instead it had like one location in Marseille in France, it would have 2 Michelin stars. Yeah, I don't think it could get to 3 because the McFlurry machine is broken way too much. You have to imagine like the critic would come in one time and be like, can I have a score McFlurry? And they'd be like, oh, the machine's broken. And they'd be like, -1 star. Please, this is your 5th insane take. You're not supposed to have any more. I think it's that good. I'm going skunk mode. Me when I'm playing cribbage against my niece. Yeah, I know I'm running the same squad every time. You are not describing McDonald's then? I don't know what you want me to tell you. It tastes good. It's not good for you, allegedly. But I think I have a little bit of debate on that subject, but we don't need to get into it. I'm not buying an apple. It's just ridiculous. You're gone. You're on the squad. Stock a free lasagna on break. Make the first enemy weak. Keep their heads ringing. Just go to a burger restaurant. I don't eat the hamburgers at McDonald's. Maybe that's my problem, because I like to eat foods that are good, and hamburgers are the most overrated food on the planet. But the chicken at McDonald's goes crazy, man. And I think that anybody who disagrees is putting on airs. I'm losing. How can both of these things be true simultaneously? Chad is maintaining that McDonald's is not good. The hamburgers suck. But also, you didn't get the hamburger? What are you doing? What are you doing? Those two things cannot be true simultaneously. The chicken nuggets are just ground up bones. Brother, wait till you find out what soup's made of. Oh, you eat bread? Really? The most processed food on the planet? Did you starts out as a little seed and then it shows up as a big fluffy sandwich? Yeah, okay. Okay, the recipe for making bread. Put a seed in the ground, water it, wait 6 weeks, a freaking sprout comes out, grab the sprout, take it to a factory, grind it up into dust, reformulate it, add water, like as instant noodles or something like that, turn it into a dough, mold the dough, it's into some shape that doesn't exist naturally occurring on Earth, bake it in the oven and slice it up. You're going to tell me a chicken nugget is just the bread of the chicken world, man. Or something. You have to add yeast? There's yeast naturally occurring into the air, you hoser. I think. Okay, you have to go. You can come out here. On break. What if we went skunk mode? Why is the pill frozen? Because blobfishes exists. Like thusly, as you can see. I just can't believe you're saying McDonald's should be Michelin starred because of the chicken. I can't believe that you're denying your own brain. Like, if it didn't taste good, it wouldn't be the most popular restaurant on the planet. What happened? How did you do? Dude, I gotta try a chameleon run this week. Librarian, you got any good chameleon runs cooking around? Oh, that's painful. It's like they made it addicting or something? Yeah, they made it addicting because it tastes so good that you want to eat more of it. The problem that I have with McDonald's is like, Vancouver's got some issues. So like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm kind of feeling McDonald's for dinner tonight. And then I go through the drive-thru, and the drive-thru is just like, there's traffic cones that are blocking you from entering the drive-thru. And I'm like, oh, here we go. And then I like park my car, and I get out, and I go into the restaurant, and there's like, you know, just like detritus all over the floor. Or, you know, all the machines are shattered or something like that, and the only person in the store is a security guard, and he's like, oh, we're not open right now. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like a 1 in 5 chance that when you go to the McDonald's has been like shut down by either the police or the city. I went into a fast food bathroom and saw pubes in the sink. It is pretty disgusting, for sure. I guess I should have gone mongoose first last time, huh? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, but hang on. Stinky sock me? I was going to say, how did you know that they're pubes? Couldn't it just be someone with curly hair? I mean, they were short, curly hairs. Yeah, they could just be someone with curly hair. I mean, as much as I like the idea, like the story becomes a lot better. Don't get me wrong. The story is better if they're pubes. But also, like, I just can't imagine somebody... If you told me that you saw, like, that it looked like somebody shaved their balls into the toilet, I would be like, that makes perfect sense. I could totally see that. But the idea that someone would go to McDonald's and shave their pubes in the sink is just like, I don't want to live in a world where that seems like something that could happen. So, and maybe that's on me. Maybe I have too much faith in humanity, but... We're in a lot of trouble, guys. It's because it's a fake story. I don't think it's a fake story, okay? Watch this. Oh, Puma pants. I believe that maybe the story has like some, there's some holes in the story. But I believe it happened. I believe they saw short curly hairs in the sink. Oh. What would win? My meticulously created squad or one little potato? 7 wins. A tomato, that's correct. You're absolutely right. What do you mean meticulous? Sorry. I'll take a ferret. It usually takes like a couple of days for the streaming brain to turn on, so this is not atypical. Be a sizzling stinker. So by Thursday we're good? Yep. Usually by Thursday we're good. And then Friday's the last day. What a way to live. And Friday, I'm in love. What if The Cure got approached to do the new Subway jingle? With Friday, I'm in love. Monday, Tuesday, cold cut combo. Thursday, Friday, sizzling steak. It's Friday. I think I did Friday twice, but anyway, it's Friday. Tuna loaf. Saturday, steak. Sunday's also another steak. Monday, Tuesday. Can you, a little help, please? It's got to be something that kind of rhymes with steak. Steak again. Imagine sleeping through this bit right here. Shake and bake? They don't sell shake and bake at Subway. Shake and bake's got like, there's real food in that. By the way, I know we keep talking. I've never been tweeted something more than I was tweeted about the Subway Corporation offering someone free sandwiches for life to change their first name to Subway. And I think as soon as a restaurant has to offer that, they're cooked. I've been talking about the downfall of Subway for a long time as one of the last Subway defenders up until fairly recently. I know it's kind of embarrassing, but it's true. If you have to offer people free sandwiches for life to change their name, your restaurant is done. There's no coming back from that. I'm sorry. Didn't you sue Subway? No, you got me twisted, okay? It's complicated, don't get me wrong. Wait a minute, your garlic's screwing me up here. Hang on, wait a second. I didn't sue Subway. Subway sued the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, which is a public company funded by the taxpayer. Why did they sue them? Because they did a laboratory analysis showing that the Subway oven roasted chicken was like 57% soy protein and like 21% chicken DNA, which is insanity. By the way, I literally didn't care. Much like the insane take that McDonald's would be Michelin starred if it was just run by like one old French guy in the countryside. The chicken, even if calling it chicken is a misnomer, I personally didn't mind. This is not the way we should construct the squad, but because I thought it tasted pretty good for Subway. Not like in a absolute sense. Let's not be. It didn't taste as good as like a blueberry or something like that. But I had to be principled, and I said, you know, I'm not going back to Subway because they're trying to bully the Canadian public into, you know, I don't know, into silence, basically. Furnitures will be here at 1. Understood. Our house is so close to almost being fully set up. We're not getting this today, but I got some shelves coming back here that's really going to tie the room together. I know today we got some stools coming. Cat, he's just chilling back there. Hi, Tomo. You can see his torso going up and down. He's cool, okay? Don't worry about it. I think that the tar goes insane this week. So I think you should be sold. You should be purchased. Give me the Lydia. You should then also have a strawberry. Oh, thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you. Take your strawberry. And then you give 4 health. I don't know. Go for it. Don't stop till you're numb. If you have a toy, give a friend health. Thoughts on the Peloton bike renal program? I don't know that one. That's kidneys, right? Is that like the Pelotons are so expensive these days that you need to give them your kidney in order to afford the subscription? I meant rental. I know. But this is funny too. Just a little humorous thing we like to talk about here. Ooh, oh, but imagine if I could get you to give your, imagine I could sell you to buff, just think about it, okay? We'll figure this one out. John Lennon be like, so true. Me when I'm imagining. Imagine a bad security team? I don't know what that means. Is that a John Lennon reference? I don't think that John Lennon, his death is attributable to like a bad security team. Like shooting someone with a gun in public, that's really hard to defend against, man. Like even the president gets got sometimes. It's just bad luck. Exactly. It's like getting struck by lightning. There was an insane person. For some reason, John Lennon became the object of their infatuation. What are you going to do? Did you see the conspiracy theory about Obama murdering his chef? I did not see the conspiracy theory about Obama murdering his chef. Hang on, this could go insane. This could go crazy. Does this make any sense? No, this doesn't make sense. Whatever, let's just run it. It's the worst that could happen. This makes no sense. I'm stupid. Please explain this theory. Well, I know this is what you're saying, but I need someone else to explain it to me. I don't get it. Note to self, am I going sicko mode? I would confirm this as having a 0% chance to go sicko mode. Did you hear about the Monica Lewinsky thing? Yes? I think? Are we talking about the same one? From like 1998 or something? What did she do? What do you mean, what did she do? Why aren't you asking what the president did? Shouldn't you be holding him to a higher standard? Okay, I don't know what's going on this run right now, but you should be in first. You should come second. Hi, Tomo, he awoke. You should be on the squad as well. I understand that the order doesn't make sense. But you just have to work with me. I only have 2 life left. You don't have to work with me. In fact, it was honestly your job to make sure that this didn't happen. You should have stopped me before it got to this point, chat. What are you doing? Taper at the back's kind of crazy. All of my units have an ability that requires them to not be at the back. But this is probably the worst one to have at the back, for sure. What if you just let me get a draw? Okay, never mind. Has anyone else been named in a water park recently? Why don't you run that one by me again? Has anyone else been named in a water park recently? They said named. Maybe they meant maimed, but I don't know anyone else. I missed the first maiming, I think. Oh man, the bear. It happened to my buddy Eric. That's pretty true. I think this is our new squad. Heartbreaking. Man loses with only 2 wins total. Are you okay, Tomo? He's a genius. Look at this. Oh! This is the same squad, but with a bear. Yeah, so it's better. Oh my god! The Eagle proc does nothing. All right, I see you there. I see what you're saying. I've moved it slightly. Hi, Tomo. Where are you going? Where are you going, buddy? He's not going to the chords, I'll tell you that much. Cillian Murphy voice. If you roll past the bear, your squad dies. That's very true. From the movie Red Eye. Is Tomo getting old? Well, like as any of us are. Yeah. But like, I'm trying to think. Tomo is... He's 9 or 10. He's a cat. Okay? It's not, I wasn't there when he was born. Ruka is like 6 months older or something like that, so he's definitely 10. We... Both Kate and I had like a melancholy moment because Ruka went up the stairs after dinner one night and he was like, oh. He wasn't meowing the whole time, but he was going like super slow. And we were like, oh no, he's getting old. This is so sad. And then like 2 hours later, he took a dump and I swear to you that dude zipped up 18 stairs in less than 1 second. It was like his feet didn't even touch the ground. He was just like, zoom! And I realized that he gaslit us. It wasn't that he was like old. It's just that he was like, I don't want to expend the energy to like move as fast as I can. Friend gained perk. Give it a permanent plus what? Permanent plus one? A permanent +1/+1 is what you're saying to me. Okay. First, though, take this. I know now what I must do. You go here. You're gone. Yeah. Well, wait, you got to be on the squad, too. Yeah, this makes... Yeah, watch this. We should... no, it's fine. I'm not going to sweat. I'm going to choose not to sweat it too much. What a shot. I accept my draw. It's a nice buff. You got to get pilled, brother. At some point, you got to go. I'm not even concerned about those. I needed the pill. Okay, just don't lose this round and we're going to the moon. I swear, he's just like a pill. Instead of making me better, he's making me ill. Oh, we're gonna lose. Thank you, Pink. Thank you, Pink. Very cool. Pink, a star-studded cast today, folks. Chibley's here. What was the other one? I forgot. We had one more name that worked well with my busted Donald Trump impression. Olivia, that's right. Olivia Munn, everybody. Olivia Munn. Chibley, the wonderful Chibley, the wickedly talented Olivia Munn. And thank you to Pink. Pink, with her song Get This Party Started, which we will, because we've got Chibley. Chibley gets the party started, and of course, don't forget about Ripley. Ripley, believe it or not, Ripley's here too, with Olivia Munn. With Olivia Munn. And Ripley. It's falling apart. Turns to Richard Nixon over time. Richard Nixon is more like, it's like a hound dog, but not in the Elvis sense. You gotta speak from the jowls. Be like a lazy monk. He's thinking of something to say. This is an honest question. Like, I know there's no monks watching this because they're not allowed to use the internet, right? I kind of hate this, but I kind of love it. Or am I thinking of the Amish? Well, the Amish are kind of like monks, right? Monks can use the internet. I thought they all lived in like monasteries or something like that. Some do. They have computers in the monastery. What are they got Starlink? What does a monk do like all day? Like this is genuinely, you know what's messed up? What I'm about to say, a bunch of atheists are going to be like, you can't say that. And then religious people are going to try to teach me, but they're going to get drowned out by the people who are like, you can't say that, you can't say that. But like, haven't we like solved prayer at this point? Like if you're a monk and you're there like all day, you're praying all day and you're thinking about the Bible like all day, haven't we solved it? Is there like a codex that we got to figure out? You're going to dedicate your whole life to praying, to your entire life. 65 years of just hoping for the best? It sounds like a Steely Dan lyric. Here, give me lasagna. If lasagna wasn't the name of a food, it would be like a great name for a person. My name's Lasagna Ferlinghetti. Don't deny it. You can hear it. It's a large lad. Mom, Dad, this is my girlfriend, Lasagna. Look at that. Lasagna Lover just gifted you 5 subscriptions. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, you know what would be a really funny name for someone? Obvious Clone. Can you imagine if you were like, Mom, Dad, this is my girlfriend, Obvious Clone? Streamer finds infinite money glitch. Dude, we should do a fake TikTok NPC stream. But then here's what we do, okay? So I'm starting at the end of the bit, and we're going to take it down a level of abstraction every time. The bit is we quote tweet ourselves, but from like a pseudonymous Twitter account with the blue check so that it gets amplified in the pay to win algorithm. It's a quote tweet that says, forget TikTok NPCs. This is the new future of TikTok. And it's literally just a TikTok of me. And as soon as someone's name pops up in chat, I say their username and say, give me money. So I'll be like, Iruvatar, give me money. And then bring, like a chili pepper pops up on the screen with their name. Hey, Melonade, give me money. Bring. Hey, Alaskan Ninja 1, give me money. Bring. And then that tweet will be so incendiary, it'll go viral like crazy. People, I can't believe the kids these days. But what they don't know is that the TikTok is actually just me having scripted it and made it up. No one's actually giving me money. It's just CGI. And then I'm also the person who quote tweeted it in the first place to make it go viral. You guys ever read Watchmen? There's this cool guy in it named Ozymandias. Anyway. Hey, librarian, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Please just play the game. Play the game. So true. It's me. I'm playing the game. It's a good bid, man. It is the ultimate gifted subscription is a librarian one because you know that means the bit is good enough to be repurposed later. All gifted subscriptions are equal? Actually, not true because of regional pricing. That being said, some of them are more equal than others. What do you got for me? Nothing. All right. I don't really know what you're doing, but here, take some free lasagna. You're going to get pilled, but I don't know what for yet. On hurt gain trumpets. I would say you could Storka me. We run level 2 Storka. Hey NL, what's your favorite type of guy? I'd say women are my favorite guy. That's true. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that, like, this is what all European dance songs were like in the 1990s. They crushed it with that fake 90s dance song. Sex, I'm wanting more. Tell the world, stop the war. Yeah. Life, it never die. Women are my favorite guy. And then people tweeted me and they're like, hey, look, these people stole your bit. They didn't steal my bit. I stole that bit from a tweet to begin with. The tweet was like, every 90s dance song is like the most beautiful voice you've ever heard from a woman singing a hook, and then the deepest voice European guy saying some insane stream of consciousness dialogue. End turn, start a battle. One random strawberry friend, +1/+1. Calculating, sure. Hi, Tomo. Hi, wait, what is it? I don't like to see my son so discontented. Hey, Radoniel, thank you for the gifted subscriptions as well. Thank you. I am Radoniel, gifter of subscriptions. Well, I am the Lord of the Bus, said he, so you don't see me sweating it. I don't know, man. I'm rolling. Oh, I needed that pill. It's crazy, your peep show pill. People don't expect me to have good taste, and it's like one of the most annoying things on the planet next to the whole gas leak arc. On Friday, someone said something that rhymed, and I said, it sounds like a Keller Williams song. So many people in chat, like their eyes popped out of their head. They said, how the hell does NL know who Keller Williams is? The same way I know any music these days. I got introduced to it on a Peloton ride. I know all about the tweaker down by the speaker. I know all about the, kidney in a cooler. And no other songs. You okay, Tomo? He's freaking, man. You shouldn't level. Oh, but you could give me a tier 6. Maybe you will level. What's the deal with Tomo? What's his end game? Never really thought about it like that. Maybe we could build a trumpet run? I've just been building strawberries nonstop. What's Tomo's motivation? Anytime someone sees Tomo on screen, whenever Tomo's not on screen, they should be saying, where's Tomo? Hey, don't go to the courts. What happens? Why is the streamer so worried about Tomo getting the chords? And what is this silo that they're in on Apple TV? By the way, I got a little bit of hate. I posted a comment on Zeet. And the comment was, here's my new... I propose a modifier for all movie scores, okay? It's very simple. The modifier for all movie scores is this. Day one streaming on Netflix, every movie gets a +1 out of 10. The normal condition is theaters. If it's on theaters, it's a 0. -1 out of 10, Amazon Prime. I forget, basically, the more inconvenient it is to watch, the more points it gets down. And the inspiration for this tweet was that I saw some people say, hey, Twisted Metal is not that bad. Here's the thing, brother. In order, if you came out with a Twisted Metal show in 2013 and it was a 7 out of 10, I would download an app to watch it. Unfortunately, you came out with a 7 out of 10 Twisted Metal show in 2023. I already have 25 different streaming apps that I like juggle month to month. My ass, even if it's a 10, it comes out as a 7 because you're making me get Paramount Plus. It's not going to happen, okay? It's not going to happen. On Netflix, because I've got inertia, a 4 out of 10 on Netflix becomes a 5 just because of the ease of accessibility. Now, luckily, most of the movies that come out on Netflix are 2s. So they get bumped up to a 3, and then I don't have to watch them anyway because it's trash. But you're gone. You're here. You're getting a melon. Faint gain trumpets. Brother, we need trumpets. What's the biggest trumpet generator right now? It doesn't exist, man. It doesn't exist. Nyala. Okay, I will look for the Nyala. Activate friendly toys at level 1. We don't have any toys. What Breaking Bad character do you identify with the most? I would have to say I've always reminded myself of Tuco Salamanca. I've always reminded myself of a young Skylar White. I like Dan said, I'm on a Zoom call right now, just reading this chat is crazy. I almost got serious on Twitter this weekend because there was a tweet that I saw that was like pseudo-viral. And the tweet was a picture of Zoom's offices. And it says, why does Zoom have offices? And so many people were like, so true, so true. I'm not a Zoom guy. I don't really care for the most part. Do you ever consider that like maybe to provide a service, even if the service is remote working, you might need to all be there in person for like infrastructure-based? Listen. It's called a joke, brother. Is that a joke, Bobby? Just laugh at the joke? It's like the most boomer joke of all time. It's like, why do we park on a driveway and drive on a parkway? Then you should like it? Listen. This wasn't like an invitation for me to get cooked, okay? Hear me out. Here's how it goes. The Nyala into the vaquita, into the nurse shark, into lots of chocolates. Yum, yum. You need this first. And then, okay, take both. We're cooking something a little different this time. And why do we cook bacon, but bake cookies? I never thought about that one, but that's something to think about for sure. Well, that was disappointing. Why do we cook bacon, but bake cookies? My God. We still won? You can bake bacon? Yeah, but you can't cook a cookie. I guess you could. You just call it a pancake, right? Is anyone, there's something Mal should be here, man. He's always trying to come up with crazy food items. What if you sauteed a cookie? Like, I get the idea that you lose out on the economy of scale. What if you cooked? I bet a cookie would hit like crazy if it was fried in a frying pan. It's like, I always think about, like, Oreos taste pretty good, but the Oreos must taste good as fuck at the Oreo factory. Can you imagine like a hot Oreo coming out of the oven? I don't know how they make them. I bet a freshly baked Oreo is fucking like, oh, I can't even imagine. It's like that. I know. I mean, I can't say I know, I guess, but I have a hunch that we will never, most people in this chat at least, will never get to taste the best food ever made, myself included. I'm just rolling, brother. Give me something. Nothing? My hunch for what the best food of all time is I bet like a Dorito straight out of the industrial fryer at the factory in Louisiana is probably like the best food on the planet. I can't even imagine. This is so winnable. It is not. Without salt? You could salt it like at the table or whatever. So a tortilla chip? Yeah, but a Dorito. Because my theory, and it's just a game theory, my theory is that junk food, the people who made junk food recipes are offended that they're called junk food. Because they're like, what the heck? This is actually the tastiest thing I've ever eaten. The reason that they think it's so tasty is because they've only had, don't kill me, the freshest possible version of it. Like if you invented Doritos and you've only ever had Doritos straight off of the assembly line, I bet you're like, why does everybody act as if Doritos are not like insanely tasty? It's the tastiest food on the planet. But there's something when they bag it up and then they ship it across the country, you know, they don't taste as good when you finally open it up at like a 2-year-old's birthday party. But right off the conveyor belt, I bet that the Dorito hits like crazy. I can't even imagine. Picking the Doritos fresh off the vine. Hey, here's a crazy one for you. This is the most insane pivot of all time. And the best part about it is that it's going to work. What is Dan doing, man? Dan's posting like 1910 era ancient Twitch memes in the chat, like emotes that haven't been used since. Oh, it worked! No, it didn't. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. No. Emotes that haven't been used since like 2009. It's so funny to think that this guy's on a Zoom meeting right now, too. Like, what? I guess it can't be that important, or you'd be, like, listening. Oh, you should have taken a 1-up. What am I doing, man? Mushroom the nurse shark? That's a pretty good idea too. Oh, you stole my death touch and I have no recourse. The whole thing's coming crashing down. Again. We go again. Oh, I'm not even close, man. I'm cooked. All right, we run it back. The furniture's gonna be here soon, but I don't know how much they need me. Y'all have a good one. I'm off to work. What, was the sap that bad? Here, try this. I know you're joking. I'm joking. How about like a ordinary machine? Your Toy Story 4 take was spot on. Thank you. I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit it. My kid was watching Toy Story 4, or sorry, Toy Story 2, and they were getting closer to the scene where, like, you get Jesse's motivations. Not Jesse Pinkman, but Jessie, the yodeling cowgirl. And I was like, I'm not gonna cry this time. And then like 5 seconds into the montage about her being abandoned by like the only person she's ever loved, I was like tears coming down my, it was literally, I was in like a completely neutral emotional state. And then the scene came on and I like borderline instantly started weeping. And then as soon as it was over, I was like back to normal. It was crazy. Whoever wrote that scene tapped into something like very foundational to the human experience. It's crazy. Did your daughter comfort you? Well, I hugged her. I was like, come here and give daddy a hug. She was emotionally unaffected by the scene at all. But she's like 2.5, right? She doesn't really know what's happening in Toy Story. She just likes the characters. And she knows some of the lyrics, or some of the quotes. Like she says, save it for the jury. And I said, what's that? And then she's like, that's what Mr. Potato Head says. Does it hit harder knowing your kid's gonna have toys like that? Actually, and I don't say this to like dunk on you, because I think there was more of a question here. There was a good faith question. Not at all, because like I am old enough to understand that Toy Story is a movie. So like the toys being abandoned in Toy Story is extremely sad because they have the emotions of human beings. But in real life, they're just plastic and wood and stuff like that. So it's still sad in real life. No, you gotta get off of that. We got bigger problems in the world. It's not real. Little Stuart fricked me up as a kid. I was crying. Sorry, I'm dying at you calling it Little Stuart instead of Stuart Little. It's such an innocuous mistake, but just something, it's just like so... I'm trying to figure out how to describe it, but the fact that it's like, it sounds so wrong to my brain is so funny. Like calling that little mouse Little Stuart is so funny. Little Stuart. Oh man. That's good stuff. Little Stuart is the Asylum Films version. Wasn't there there's like remarkable facts about Stuart Little, right? Like wasn't there one where it was like a very famous painting that was lost 100 years ago in the sinking of the Titanic appeared in a background scene in Stuart Little. There's like a $135 million painting that they just used as like a random prop. Now we are cooking. Librarian, you're going to want to pay attention to this one, okay? Because here's what's going to happen, okay? Let me think about it for a second. I think you're getting sold. Then we're running a turtle. And we'll run you here. And then you're going to get the level next time. Yeah. Well, I should have pilled you, probably. NL ignoring Dan? Well, what did he say? I'm not ignoring him. I didn't see the message. I'm starved for banter right now. I'll read anything, man. He's just posting emotes. Okay, well then, no, I'll ignore him. Replicate the faint effect. I think I would. I was gonna pill you, but I got an idea here. What about this? This seems like a dynamite squad early on, man. You need a strawberry. Oh! Sure, why not? Did you know Stuart Little is not a mouse? What do you mean by this statement? Stuart Little is not a mouse. What the heck is the strongest team I've ever seen? He's never called a mouse in the book. We won? He's just a little guy? Well, I mean, just because you... He's a mouse. I don't know what else to say, to be honest with you. It's like when I go to Subway and I say, give me a foot-long kickin' chicken, I don't have to say sandwich at the end. Like, that's the implication is that it's a sandwich because I'm at a restaurant called Subway Sandwiches. The squad goes crazy. Dan, what are you... I know he can't hear me, but like, what is he doing, man? Did you ever realize how messed up the human brain is? The dude is in a meeting right now. He's distracting himself by just randomly posting emotes. Interesting. In the Twitch chat, but like not even getting any response to the spamming. There's a conspiracy theory that Stuart Little was just retconned into becoming a mouse in the movie. Why would they do... That's insanity. What are you talking... Like it was just a movie or is a book about a boy? And then they just said, wouldn't it be funny if he was a mouse instead? Doesn't he drive like a tiny little motorcycle and stuff? Yeah, he does have a really tiny car. Hang on. I got an idea. Be like, ooh, this is crazy. I'm gonna sell you. I want this axolotl to level as fast as possible. So I understand the confusion here. According to Wikipedia, it's about a mouse-like human. That dude is a mouse. You may not want to believe it. You may not want to hear it. It is a mouse. Full stop. I'm not going out like this. Give me some chocolate. My child, when I try to take her to a restaurant that doesn't serve anything chocolate. You know what? What about this? This is an interesting idea. If the friend gains the perk in the battle, does it permanently? It's because it says permanently. It still gets the effect. Okay. Okay. He's got it. I've got it. Many people are saying that I've got it. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to run a freaking coconut lad out here. To raise your odds of giving me more perks. Imagine being a dad and finding out your wife gave birth to a mouse. I mean, it would... I think that I thought that you were going to say, like, oh, it's a guarantee that, like, your wife did something untowards. But now that I mean, you didn't ever say that. I think if I went to the hospital with my wife and she gave birth to a mouse, I would be very sympathetic to her. I would be like, what's going on here? I wouldn't be like, yeah, she definitely effed a mouse. I would be like, do we need to go see like a shaman or something? Friendly toy repeats its ability as if it was a level 1. Okay. I'm not like the kind of person who's like, you know, I'm not the shaman believer, I suppose I should say. I'm just saying, like, I mean, if it happened, you would be like, what's going on? When does your office door arrive? Never is the answer. We don't have any perks. I've made a mistake. What's the axolotl buffing now? Well, it's still buffing this lad up at the front a little bit. We're not really getting like a faint trigger off of it, but... That's not good. That's going to be a 50-50. Someone back here? No. Do you have beads instead of a door? No, but that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Why did I take it? What am I doing here? I've completely screwed over my squad. This is like a disaster. You're not buffing anything. I know I'm not buffing anything. I could like buy this. Then you get a 3/3 buff. That's not even worth it, man. Like, what am I doing? Saloon doors? Yeah, sure, saloon doors could go kind of hard too, I guess. I don't really know about all that. I've made my team so much worse. Don't worry, it's coming together. I need a tar. That's what I need. I'm on 1 life, so it's not good, but I need a tar. Why don't you take... You need to level up, right? And then you're probably going to get sold. Or, no, you're going to get combined. Where's my tar? What are the toy perks at level 4? You know what? I can't afford to be picky here. Rightmost friend melon perk. Yes, please. Now, you already have a coconut, so this is like messed up. I'm going to put you here. I got to sell you, and I'm going to run a chameleon here. And I mean, this is... Don't talk to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I went like 17 steps too deep. You got a perk, but oh, because you're not your own friend. That's so sad. Yeah, it's over. Remember when we got like 7 straight wins and then completely blew it? If we could just get a toy, this is going to go insane. You're not a toy user! I'll be a squeaky tool. Haha, groan hammer. We definitely draw these. You are a toy. So true. Anyway, we didn't really finish talking about it. I think Toy Story 2 is peak cinema. Hello. Toy Story 1 is also very good. You know what's crazy about Toy Story 1, watching it now as an adult, is clearly made by like filmmakers. Toy Story 4 is made by like Disney to make money. And it's still a good movie. But Toy Story 1 has like camera angles in it. It's not like just telling a story front to back. Like it has actual cinematography. Talented people worked on it. If anything, my hot Toy Story take is actually that I may be required here in just a moment. You know, I should pause it. I'll leave you. I can't pause it. It's a stream, but /marker B for just a second. /marker delivery. Be back in just a moment.